Is there a reason you all want Battlefield 6 to do something it's not really supposed to be doing? Battlefield 6 is exactly the game you expect it to be, as long as you have at least 3 brain cells. And don't salivate over the words of weirdos. I think Battlefield 6 is the game the franchise faithful are expecting it to be. And I think those that left the franchise have a reason to return, as I feel that I actually may return to the franchise since leaving it a while back. So Call of Duty losers, get out, real gamers, buckle in, let's talk Battlefield 6. The first weekend of the open beta was a lot of fun for me, but there were some things that come to mind when I was thinking back on my time playing the game. For starters, these maps don't really give me Battlefield vibes. They give me Call of Duty, and that's really gross to think about as a potential returning player. More so the Cairo map than Peak Ridge, but still. I like that they did add another map throughout the weekend with King's Battery for Conquest, and that map was a lot of fun. So maybe it was just those selections that gave me that feeling. But this is open beta. We should be kind of figuring out and testing some things, right? Let us test. Give us more maps to choose from. Jumping in and just the chaos of all-out warfare is exactly what I expect from a Battlefield game. It is honestly refreshing to play. Yeah, there's some technical issues that need to be ironed out, but I haven't seen anything crazy compared to 2042, at least from what I recall hearing about on the socials since I didn't play that game or Battlefield 5. I love Rush, or I guess it's called Breakthrough now. That mode was like my go-to throughout the weekend. It satisfies that casual first-person shooter experience for me. None of the bullshit that comes from playing a competitive game. Which reminds me, those morons who want Battlefield to have rank play, are you out of your mind? Not once in my decades of playing this franchise have I ever thought, oh boy, I can't wait to hop on Battlefield to grind a ranked mode. What kind of Call of Duty brain rot are we dealing with here? An FPS game is allowed to just be fun, to serve a singular purpose. Stop trying to get all games to feature the same thing. It's okay for a game to have its own identity. Let me repeat. It is okay for a game to have its own identity. Reason you all think gaming sucks or the same is because, well, minus the fact that you're more than likely losers who boot up the same 2 games over and over again, it is solely because you want all games to be the same. They have to offer the same thing your favorite game currently does. You want a new game to make you feel the same way your favorite game does. And newsflash, that's not a good thing or a realistic thing to have as an expectation. That doesn't make sense. That is the idiotic logic that fuels the most idiotic cycle you see in gaming social media. New game comes out, it's compared to existing juggernauts, it fails to transition those juggernaut players to the new game, boom, new game gone, rinse and repeat. But I digress, that was a random tangent, but I was just, it irks me so much. I want more Battlefield, and Battlefield that I know and love. I love that this game gives me something different than to what I'm already wanting to play. I want to continue expanding and enjoying my gaming sessions and trying different experiences and encouraging game developers to make those unique experiences. Speaking of unique experiences, something that I completely glossed over until the really end night of the last night of the open beta was the identity of Battlefield may be at risk. And it slipped my mind because I didn't play the last couple of entries of Battlefield. I had completely forgotten how the game typically functions. If you don't know what I'm talking about closed weapon class system versus open weapon class system. While I tried most modes during the open beta, the closed weapon mode that was offered, I just didn't touch as much due to the fact that the queue time for it seemed really long. And not long, like I'm not an impatient person, but I did notice that it took a couple of minutes to get into the game and even the game to kind of boot up. And even at some points, like the lobby itself wouldn't fill up right away either. And I didn't think much of it. I was like, oh, whatever, cool. Maybe people don't want to play it. So I moved on to open or regular one, if you call it. And that's the thing. That's the weird thing. It is so weird for me to say that's the normal mode of Battlefield when it's not. It was only until I saw this tweet from Tomographic that it really clicked. But I think that's an entirely separate conversation and related to a multitude of different conversations I want to have. So I'll just leave you with this question. Open weapon class system or closed weapon class system? What do you prefer? This open beta has gotten me really excited to jump back into this franchise as a player who left the game. I hope we do get to experiment more in the next weekend for different equipments and stuff like that, because I assume there's more to grind out and just to have fun with. Like, I love playing Medic, but I'm pretty sure Medic comes with more than just the defib. Battlefield is looking like it's returning to form, and as a player who left a couple of entries ago, I'm excited for its prospective future. As long as they keep those brain dead bozos feedback far away from the game as possible. Well, that's just me. Let me know your thoughts down below on the open beta. If you got to play it, let me know what you guys think about Battlefield. Let's discuss down below. This is Flame078. Adios.